Memory retrieval is the process of accessing information that has been stored in our brain. There are two main types of memory retrieval: recall and recognition. Recall is when you remember information without any cues or hints. This is the hardest type of retrieval because your brain must pull the memory out on its own. For example, answering an essay question on a test requires recall because you must generate the answer from memory without multiple choice options to help you. Recognition is when you identify something familiar from a set of choices. This type of retrieval is easier because your brain only needs to recognize the correct information rather than generate it. Multiple choice questions on a test are an example of recognition. Seeing the right answer among the choices helps trigger your memory. Next up, we're looking at conditions that can enhance memory retrieval. There are 3 conditions you need to know about: context-dependent memory, mood-congruent memory, and state-dependent memory. Context-dependent memory occurs when being in the same physical environment where a memory was first formed helps recall it more easily. For example, if you study for a test in your classroom, you might remember the material better when you take the test in the same room rather than a different study hall. Mood-congruent memory means that emotions influence what we remember. When you are in a happy mood, you are more likely to recall happy memories, and when you are sad, you might find it easier to recall sad experiences. This explains why moods can reinforce themselves. When you feel down, your brain naturally pulls up memories that match that emotion. State-dependent memory occurs when your physical state affects retrieval. For example, if you learn something while you are feeling energized from drinking coffee, you might recall it better when you are in the same alert state later. Another way to strengthen retrieval is through specific retrieval practice techniques, which we will discuss next. 2 key techniques that enhance retrieval are the testing effect and metacognition. The testing effect refers to the idea that actively retrieving information strengthens memory more than simply reviewing it. Essentially, actively engaging with information forces the brain to strengthen retrieval pathways. Metacognition is thinking about how you think. When students reflect on what they know and what they still need to review, they improve their ability to retrieve information later. For example, if you quiz yourself and realize you cannot recall a specific fact, you know to focus on that fact when you study next time. If you're an AP Psychology student, make sure you grab my free AP Psychology course checklist to test your knowledge of the whole course. There's a link below to get it. It's completely free and a must-have for all my students. I'll also throw in my full AP Psychology glossary and vocabulary bank, and my guide to the 5 hardest AP Psych questions that students get wrong in their exam. This video has been a snippet from my complete 4-hour AP Psych study guide video that covers the curriculum in 1 mega video. You can click that video on the screen now to watch it.